Gwyn Hughes Jones as Radamès and Latonia Moore as Aida in Aida Eno Tristram Kenton. The translation has to go. Edmund Tracy's superannuated old doggerel, a farandole of consonants and tongue twisters, turns Verdi's tragic opera into lower-end Gilbert Sullivan, and lends comfort to those who argue against English National Opera's English-only dogma, a policy from which Philip Glass alone is exempt. The Glass House director, Phelim McDermott, here turns his hand to something less hierarchical than either Akhenaten or Satyagraha. Aida is a Muklove tale of slavery, desire, jealousy, and burial alive, where the hits keep on coming, and passionate hearts adorn exotic sleeves. Yet for all the opera's charms, it's been a director's sarcophagus for a good while now, as hapless 21st century creatives have become immured within its 19th century melodrama. McDermott fails to buck this trend and presents a production that is dead on arrival. Whatever else this pageant-infest opera demands, it's a living, breathing heart. We need to see and feel the ardor that sends its central trio hurtling towards a horrific conclusion, but here instead we're treated to a night of style over substance. The private scenes are played out in front of a drop curtain, their life in 2 dimensions redolent of profiles on an Egyptian vase. The public world is a geometric landscape of rectangles, trapeziums and isosceles triangles. And oh, the symmetry. It gets everywhere, even when it doesn't make any natural sense. The whole is stylishly designed by Tom Pye and exquisitely lit by Bruno Poet, but the emotional impact is glacial. Where there should be pomp and majesty, there are artful tumblers and billowing silks. Characters are dressed in a hodgepodge of styles that mitigate against aesthetic coherence and human sympathy. In Act 1, for instance, we know that Amneris is a bad-in because costume designer Kevin Pollard has decked her out as an artfully folded table napkin. Thank goodness for the Eno chorus and orchestra. The extended summer layoff has not blunted the excellence of this remarkable body of musicians, and Kieran Wilson conducted Verdi's score with a blend of elegant flow and dramatic propulsion. It was who provided the dramatic glue this opera sorely needs. A refreshingly strong team of singers was led by Latonia Moore, startlingly well-sung Aida, a role she invested with as much conviction and pathos as the production allows, and by Gwyn Hughes Jones as a properly heroic Radamès. His opening aria, the immortal Celeste Aida, resounded magnificently. After a tentative start, he took it to the limit and thereafter never looked back. The one thing the Welsh tenor does not do, however, is melt the heart through subtle acting. Robert Winslade Anderson covering for an indisposed Brinley Sherritt was a fine Ramphis, Musum Kingwana an outstanding Amonasro, and David Webb excellent in his brief intervention as a messenger. Above all, though, it was Eleanor Dennis who sang the house down with a startling turn as a high-pitched high priestess. She is a major talent. Michelle de Young luxury casting as Amneris, and happily in splendid vocal shape, seemed understandably ill at ease with the poor English version she was required to sing. But did she really need to sound as though someone had squished her cheeks together? Except my Honda friendship had me reaching for the certitals. Aida runs in repertoire at the London Coliseum until 2 December.